noon. The Fulton County District Attorney and the top prosecutor for the state's 2020 election interference case received harassing phone calls over the weekend. Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, they were forced to change their phone numbers after their personal contact information was leaked. Hundreds of pages of unredacted cell phone records were reportedly on an early version of a motion that was shared with counsel on both sides and also with the reporter on Friday. Former President Donald Trump's lead attorney in the Georgia case, Steve Sadow, told the DA's office that he mistakenly shared those records with the reporter before the motion was filed. But once Sadow realized the mistake, he says he told the reporter not to publish. But Willis and Wade's numbers had already been shared on social media.